Why, hello everyone. Welcome back to Subnautica on PlayFrame and Homebase. We're going to be going for a little runaround today, I think, gathering up plant seeds and samples that we need to create a hatching enzyme. A couple of them we got around here already, but some of them we're just going to have to go looking for, and that's fine. By the way, it was an ant eel. Turns out, very small, but confirmed ant eel. As for these two, they remain two. Which is fine. I was kind of hoping for more. But so long as they're happy. Actually, I think I'm going to expand this tank here just because I'm feeling a little bad about how cramped it's getting in there, but not up here, no. Indeed not. I've created another floor, specifically for this purpose. And hopefully I have enough stuff for this. I should. Takes a lot of quartz, though. Boom, beautiful. There you go. A little bit more room to swim. I know you're all quite miniature, but I was starting to feel bad. And why not for a little bit of easier access here? Hey, hatch. And if I end up making a nuclear reactor in this base, which I might, because especially once I start using a lot of lights and lots of other stuff, and it's at nighttime, so we're not getting the little bit of solar power, and I can see this base having some use for that. We can build it and just not. I don't know if I have a plasteel ingot on me. I'll have to gather up a little more titanium for that, probably. But I might do that later. We'll see. Anyway, y'all enjoy your swimming. Actually, we need to add another egg here. We have one more mystery egg. No idea what they are, though. We'll hopefully find out before today is done. There you are. Yeah, what are you? We'll find out eventually. But right. Plant gathering is a thing we need to do. And it's dark, and I don't feel like going out on an expedition in the dark. So let's just have a nice little nap with our buds here. That's better. Huzzah. Wait? Nope, still just two. The plant confused me. Oh well. So the eye nettle we have here. The fungal samples, I believe, was one of the other ones required. That I have gotten from, I have it in storage in here. I got it from some of the growths on the mushroom trees and sort of those little like mushroom tree forest things. I collected that ages ago, assuming that it might eventually have like some sort of material use, which it hasn't. Well, it does now, I guess, but we have some of it already, is my point. Sea crown seeds, I don't like. Bulb bush samples are pretty straightforward. We go to that little bulb zone area. Ghost weed, I think, is just down fairly deep in the like blood kelp forests at minimum, maybe deeper. Sea crowns, I know I've seen them around, but I'm blanking on where. That's fine. I'll go looking around for bulb bushes and maybe spot sea crowns on the way. We will search as long as we must. Am I all geared up, equipped? I think so. A little more water than I need. I feel like I've been throwing a fair amount of water in the trash. Because I just don't need this much. Might go back to the other suit. It is handy only having to worry about food, admittedly. Just stay stocked up on food. And water is covered. Even so, it can be a slight inventory nuisance. All right, Seamoth. Let's find plants. Blinky, keep an eye on the base.
All systems online.
Okay. I don't remember exactly where the bulb plant zone place was. I'm gonna head north first and see if I'm right. I know one of our little stations had that biome like right nearby. I don't think it was west. I want to say north or northeast, but we'll find out. Right north is where these little floating islands were. Which are cool, but are not the biome I am looking for. Still keeping eyes peeled for, for other valuable plants as we look, but let's head a little east from here and see if that takes us someplace more useful. I certainly have not created any kind of mental map of the layout of this world, certainly not well enough to find my way to any location from any location. Certainly not. I've gotten a loose sense of things, like I know that the far eastern quadrant of the map is where the Aurora is, and thus lots of Leviathans and some good stuff for gathering, but not a whole ton. All right, here's our northeast station. Just kind of found that on accident. Perfect. Maybe it was a little further from there that the bulbs popped up. It feels like that could be right. Maybe? Could be, though this is also feeling like it's getting a little bit edge of the world. Yeah, it is. There's a Leviathan lurking around here, and an entrance to the Brine River area that I could never find, but don't really need to anymore, and that's fine. No useful plant life down here, though, right? It's pretty sparse. Wait, here we go. Found you. So let's see. Just for safety, then. Huh? Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Okay. That's one checked off the list. I guess what I need to be doing now is choosing a place to go deeper, because at bare minimum, that's where I'm pretty confident the ghost nettle or whatever it's called. What was it called? Ghost weed, that's the one. Ghost weed is down deep. Sea crowns, where would those have been? You know, if we stumble upon... Oops. If we stumble upon a reef leviathan, which I'm hearing one, they might have something for us. They seem to always have kind of like a random assortment of stuff on their back. One or two of which might be what I need. It's possible. One of you might help me out here. Huh. Not used to seeing you actually surfaced like this. Can I walk up on your back? Is that allowed? Hey, it is. The game doesn't know how to handle it exactly. And fair enough. It is an unusual edge case. There you go. I think I missed the ore, but... Oh. Oh, come here. Let's not be wasteful. I don't think you have anything useful for me, though. Let's check your friends. None of these look like what I'm looking for. You? Another fun assortment, but no. Nope. Gonna have to find it ourselves. That's fine. That's all right. Just gives us cause to explore a little bit more and maybe find other cool things while we do. Sounds like there's even more blueprints out there for like upgrades and equipment and things that I've not found yet, which I suppose doesn't surprise me. It's a big world with lots of wrecks and ruins. I don't even know if I've been in this one. They start looking very similar after a while. Easy to lose track of whether you've been in one or not. Unless you can, like, see a door that's been laser cutted. Okay, I don't know if we've been in this one. Mobile vehicle bay, propulsion cannon. Dark. Quite dark. And bitey. Bad fish. I guess titanium doesn't hurt. I have been building a lot of things in a lot of places. You do start chewing through the supplies over time. Oh, that's a sound. Can't tell if that's music or just something loud outside. Oh, inventory full. Partially of water, I bet. A little bit. Can't see. Where'd they go? I rolled off. Yeah, whatever. I assume that's just part of the ominous music of this area, even though it sounds like an impact or a small explosion or something. Y'all can go in there, and why not, so can you. Free up a little pocket space.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The plant search resumes. Oh, rabbit ray egg discovered. So that's what that egg was. Neat. We'll have to say hi when we get home. I should probably prioritize just looking into some deeper biomes. Because I know at least one of the things I need to find requires going down deeper. Have I? Oh, this is... Okay, right, it's the Aurora. Wasn't used to seeing it from that angle in that light. But yeah, I know at least one of the plants I need down there requires going down deeper, and I feel like I was slightly less attentive to flora variety as I got down into the Brine River and below, and was paying close attention to a lot of other things in my surroundings. So I probably overlooked some important stuff. I don't know how much game there is left. Seems like we're getting toward the tail end of it. What with the infection cure, we're seemingly getting sorted out now. And then I guess after that it's just get that Neptune or rocket, whatever the escape vehicle was called, get that built. I do feel like there's a couple other exploration tasks I want to do before leaving, though. Like there was that coral tunnel network that I got lost and drowned in once. But I didn't really see what more there was to spot down there. I didn't explore it fully. Also, some comments mentioned something about like a coral tree or something. That sounded cool. That also seems worth investigating. Get repaired. Let me free up some inventory space, put stuff away, and we'll resume the search. Okay, freed up space. Where's our little Ray friend, by the way? Is that you there? Blue trim, orange, little ears, for lack of a better word. I think that's you. Nice. Okay, anyway. Let's head westward. I'm going to follow the route that I usually follow to get down to our cove base. Because I know that takes me through several biomes.
All systems online.
And it gets me deeper. And we are definitely going to find at least one of the plants we're looking for. I like this objective they've given us. Like, as a different sort of thing to go out and seek than most of your crafting and synthesis quests require. Like, some seeds are certainly useful, but rarely are you having to, like, go out and find a variety of plant life for any given thing you're wanting to craft or build. It's just a whole subset of your surroundings that you're potentially not paying a lot of attention to. that you suddenly have cause to. I like that. Down we go. Gonna lose the headlights around here just to avoid irritating anything. I think... these might not be it, but let's look. Gabe's feather. It's not it, but it's interesting and different. Also, free quartz. Might as well. No one else is using it. Don't want it to go to waste. But okay, deeper in. Where's our cave entrance? It's around here somewhere. Huh. Might not actually be in the right trench. Or maybe I am and it's just a... yeah, okay, yeah. It's just going this way. Down we go. Now we lose the headlights. And start scanning the terrain. Scanning. I should also maybe look down in the jelly shroom biome area. That could also contain some variety of plant life that I noticed was pretty, but then didn't do anything else with. I am still pretty sure I can't. No. I think I've tried that several times now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I could probably destroy him if I hit him enough times, but that's not really what I'm going for. These also don't seem quite it, but these do. These are what I'm looking for. Ghost weed. Gotcha. That's another one checked off the list. We just gotta find this last one. Sea crown, I think. They don't look like these at all. I suppose I should try hitting them to see if anything happens. Nah. Worth a try. You know what else I haven't done? I have not scanned a ghost leviathan. I should try that while we're down here. Not actually sure the nearest one would be. I have traditionally chosen this route specifically because there's not any leviathans threatening my vehicles on the way here. Folks were also mentioning something about scanning skulls, and I thought I had scanned all these things, but maybe... Ow. Yeah, I must have scanned this one. If there's others I missed, apologies. I'll try to keep an eye out, but, you know. I don't feel like I remember seeing any of that sea crown stuff around here either, and I feel like I would have. I've been down here a bit. Let's park this briefly. Yeah. You're fine. Quit whining. Let me just swim on foot a short little ways here. I really don't think the sea crown stuff is out here. Just in case. I'll take a quick peek. Like, this is just grass. Yeah, okay. Just had to do a little sanity check there. Because I'd have felt very stupid if that actually was... maybe not sea crown or whatever, but something else that I could have collected that I could have had a use for. And I just never tried. Take it from a Let's Player. That's the sort of thing that no one thinks about or complains about if it isn't something, but everyone complains about if it is something. It's a little singy this way, and I've not seen anything, so... let's start heading back toward the surface. Because I'm increasingly feeling like the sea crown stuff, which maybe I've scanned at some point. I should... huh. Sea crown. Let me check the flora category real fast, just to see. I wonder. Nope. It's possible. I've not even encountered the zone this stuff grows in. Feels increasingly unlikely. It is also possible that it exists down in that tank. Down in the Emperor's tank. And nowhere else. But just about everything else down there could be found somewhere else in the game. I kind of want to look a little bit longer before I resort to scrounging around in there. Yeah, let's get out of here and
All systems online.
look for a Leviathan to scan on the way. All right. Fussy. I feel like if I keep going this way, normally I'd head that way because that's my usual route out of here, but if I kept going this way... I don't remember where that Leviathan was lurking. Maybe this is one of the skull things that I've not, scanned yet. Might have some cool stuff around it, too. Oh, there you are. Probably shouldn't charge you in this, huh? Hiya. Try again. Mm-hmm. I found it. Okay. I got a thing to scan here, but if you want to, come say hi at any point, be my guest. Skeletal remains. There we go. This must be the skull y'all were referring to. Gargantuan fossil. The fossilized remains of an extinct superior predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting the geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Dated at approximately 3 million years old. Ribcage measurements suggest the creature was eel-like in structure. Calculations suggest this is only the front third of the specimen. The remains now support a vibrant microcosm of life. Note, there are a species of precise angular indentations on the ribcage, suggesting a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time. Yeah, that tracks. Is there anything else of note in or around here? I'll deal with you in a second. I'm examining cool things. This stuff is neat, too. Don't know if I can scan it, though. Neat. But okay. There's a little information gathering yet to be done here. Hold still. Oh, bad shot. I'll, try again. Hold still. Thank you. Smile for the knowledge gun. Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. Ah, fun touch. Let me get somewhere else where I can read and also be a little bit not in biting range. Let's see. Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. This large predator has adapted to live in deep waters and dark cave systems, attacking anything and everything in its quest to grow larger. A soft outer membrane and elongated body enable superior navigation of tight cave environments. Displays some similarities to other eel-like predators in the area. However, the Ghost Leviathan has covered over the electrical prongs on its inner torso with a taut, transparent membrane, which delivers superior maneuverability. In its juvenile state, this Leviathan feeds on larger herbivores and unfortunate members of its own species. They display a remarkable rate of growth, which shows no signs of stopping, suggesting that they must abandon their hatching grounds before they grow too large and to make for more open waters. Assessment: avoid, which makes sense. I wonder if there are some of these topside that are larger, non-juveniles. Possible. Don't know where I'd look exactly. Like, every time I find a hostile Leviathan coming for me, it's generally one of the Reapers. But you never know. Perhaps we'll encounter one in our search. A thing to look forward to. You know, I think it might also be an animation thing that makes me slightly less afraid of the creatures in here. I think if they were swimming, moving, and behaving a little bit more like my expectation of a real ocean predator creature type thing. Not that I am an expert in that necessarily, but that also might, oh, hello, didn't see there. That also might get me a little bit more on edge, potentially. Like, no shade to the folks who, like, working on this. They did a fine job. Like, everything these creatures and their animation are doing is, like, it's all working. It's all getting the job done. I'm not even sure exactly what I would want different. I'm wondering if there is something to that as well. I don't know. Pure speculation. I'm not sure if I've... Like, I might have. It is kind of familiar, but I don't know. Maybe? Don't know if that, whatever it is, affects or hurts me in here. Haven't really been hit by it yet, and I guess I would love to still not be hit by it, if at all possible. Someone definitely still cranky out there, though. Nope, I've been in here. That explains how empty it is. Let's leave. Oh. Like it, yeah, it knocked the power out of my, like, powered tools and stuff for a second there. It's a little EMP blast. It's kind of cool. Which would also stop vehicles in their tracks, I imagine. Give it a chance to come in closer and be a hazard. And also potentially have knocked out your defenses in a sea moth. Long enough for it to get close and bite. How do I get out of here? There we go. I think it's time to go, Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's leave.
Welcome aboard.
Let's drop off what we found so far, just for safekeeping. Huh. Plants coming in. Love to see it. I went ahead and created this locker for storing our samples. Just as a little checklist. Heck, let's go ahead and grab the fourth one here. Collect a little trimming. There we go. Okay, now let's plant this other thing out there. Might as well. Boom. All right. I'll declutter the inventory and then we'll figure out where to look next. Where to look? Let's try going down into one of the jelly shroom caves. Or I guess the one jelly shroom cave. I'm not sure there's multiple. Just in case, because I'd feel very silly if I didn't check and it was down there. Okay. Got the little mushrooms, got the little pink frond things. Ow. Gotta pay attention. Yeah, I guess down here it is largely the same. More of the little, like we got these little tree things here, which these are cool. I like these. Take a sample of that just to have. And I'll poke around a bit, but I don't think we're gonna find the sea crowns we're looking for. Nah, that was nothing. You know, we haven't tried really venturing south while looking for plants. That's probably worth doing right quick. And why not? It's kind of a cool area. I don't know if I'm sure I've been out here, generally speaking, just... a little bit more barren up here. I'm sure I've passed over here like a dozen times. And probably didn't take much notice of it because there wasn't much to note. But yeah, like these I've definitely seen. This general area. These big stalagmite type things. Don't know where I am, but have I looked around in here? Probably. Maybe. Yeah. Seems like yes. Trying to think of like a good way to mark ones that I feel like I've explored more thoroughly. Like I don't want to just leave beacons at all these because the beacon clutter is already pretty pretty extreme. What else could I just leave floating around in a... Repair the thing. What else could you, in theory, leave floating around a wreck as a sign that you have searched it? I guess you could, like, build, like, a floodlight or a light on the exterior of it somewhere. Although I guess you couldn't provide power to it, so it wouldn't look any different than any other just dead floodlights anywhere. You could put a power transmitter down somewhere nearby, maybe. You could leave a grav trap floating around. That would kind of work. That's a lot of batteries you'd go through in building all of them, but you could also just leave like a locker floating nearby. They're pretty small, so they may not be that noticeable, but it kind of work. Huh. Might end up experimenting with that a bit. It'd be nice having some built-in way to mark them as such, but barring that, some little clever mechanism for reminding yourself which ones you've explored seems handy. I feel like I remember this biome having a lot of interesting plant life, so this could be something. There's these, which are not it. What were these called? Membrane trees, right.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, there was a lot of plant life down here, I thought I remembered. And I don't know that I ever spent like a lot of time down here. So it's very possible that I could have overlooked something. I know there will be warpers around, so they'll be a nuisance. There's also crab squids in the vicinity somewhere, hence the no lights. And there's a Degasi base that we explored. Kind of the deepest one I'm aware of. Unless we missed one somewhere, which, possible. Always possible. There's their base. I never really went deeper from here. No, I guess this is a way into the Brine River biome place. There's another one. There's a lot of ways to get in here. I kind of have already explored in here, though I don't think I've been in this part. This seems like a very good way to get lost. But granted, this whole place is so interconnected that, finding my way back out may be... Hello. Finding my way back out may not be that hard, I was going to say. Did I just find a new facility, or is this a different part of the other one that we already saw? Huh. Hang on. Let's tuck this in a corner here. And have a little look around. Ooh, can scan this. Or something of this, somewhere. What's scannable? That's very weird. There we go, okay. Research probes. The prominence and facing of these alien devices suggest they are some kind of probe or sensor. The subject would seem to be the vast skeleton in the center of the caravan. The attached cable network may lead to a remote power station or data hub. Huh. You don't say. That's interesting. This is also neat. Ancient fossilized skeleton. The skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of this size, with more open geography and many more individuals in the Leviathan range. Lucky for me, I guess, that their time is over. For the most part. Yeah, looky here. We found something. A little bit under guard, but whatever. Hey, move over. You mind? I'm gonna look in here. Oh. Wait. Orange. Ooh. Did I finally find a thing that requires orange tablet access? Seems so. Beacon. All right. Orange. Sorry, I'm going to reach over to a keyboard. We're going to come back. I don't have an orange tablet on me, but I'm very, very curious what's in there. There you are. Come on, Seamoth, we're leaving. Cool find, though. When I come back to explore that, I might have to look a little deeper as well. As far as the moth can take me anyway, just to see where that goes. So darn dark. Just impossibly dark. Hey. I don't suppose You have a particular, bit of plant life I've been looking for. Real tough to find commodity these days. No? Well, thanks anyway. And we're home.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Well, we didn't find the last plant we were looking for, but we found something, frankly, even more interesting. So tomorrow, let's start by heading back there with an orange key and maybe some other keys as well, just so we don't get roadblocked the instant we're inside, maybe. And let's plant our other little discovery there. Oh, wait, we have one of those already. Oh, well. Oops. Whatever. I'm gonna get all prepped for our next little search, and tomorrow we will find that plant. I've still got a couple places in mind to look, but if I don't find it there before next episode is over, I will just go back down to that little holding aquarium containment unit at the bottom of the ocean where the Emperor lives and just check and see if it's there. Because if that's like the only place you can get it, and I kind of doubt that, but if it is the only place you can get it, then I'm sure for some of y'all, this will have been frustrating. Oh well. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye!